Hi there, and welcome to Lockdown Licks. In today's episode, I'm going to show you a cool 1-6-2-5 lick that you can use over the 1-6-2-5 chord progression. Before I begin, I'd just like to say that if you're interested in developing your jazz language, then I have an ebook available called 50 Essential Jazz Guitar Licks, and that's a detailed study of how you can learn licks like these and incorporate them into your playing. In that ebook there's etudes, licks over various different chord progressions, backing tracks, all with tab and standard notation as well. So if you'd like to check that out, then please visit the link in the description below, and all the information you need to know about that course and that ebook can be found there. Okay, so in today's lesson we're going to be looking at a 3-6-2-5 chord lick, or a 1-6-2-5 chord lick, should I say. The lick itself sounds like this. And you heard me use it just then over a rhythm changes chord progression. So the chords in which this lick is played over in this particular situation is a 1-6-2-5. So to go over the chords, we've got a B flat major there, then we've got a B diminished 7, or you can think of this as being a G7 with the third in the bass, B natural in the bass. Then we go to a C minor 7, and then we go to a C sharp diminished 7 there as well. That C sharp diminished 7, you can really just think of that as being an A7 flat 9 with the third in the bass, because in a rhythm changes, that's often going to the D minor afterwards. Okay, so the chord progression, but this will work over the standard bare bones 1-6-2-5 as well, especially if it's coming back to a B flat in a 1-6-2-5 or rhythm changes. After you have this little walk up, it goes to D minor there, but D minor is really very similar to B flat, so it's gonna sound absolutely fine if you use that over a standard turnaround. Okay, so the lick itself, I'll play it slowly. Is all in eighth notes, and you basically got 4 eighth notes per chord. Alright, first chord, B flat major 7, we have this coltrane pattern that starts the lick, 1, 2, 3, 5, B flat, C, D, F, and then the voice leading of this first part goes B flat to B, okay? So the B starts our second set of 4 eighth notes, and we have B, D, G, F, which is really just an inversion of a G7 arpeggio inversion. So the first part. Okay, now this brings us to a second bar, C minor 7. We've got another 1-2-3-5 pattern. But here the 1-2-3-5 pattern is not in C minor, it's actually in E flat. Alright, but those of you that know a bit about theory will know that C minor and E flat are very commonly related. In fact, E flat major is what's referred to as the relative major to C minor. So you're very close related to that chord. So C minor 7 and E flat are very similar. So the 1-2-3-5 in E flat will work really well over C minor, because against the C minor you have 3, 11, 5, 7. Alright, so starting on the third of the chord is nice as well, especially as we've just heard the root for the first two chords. So let's put together what we've got so far. So B flat, G7, C minor, and then at this point we're continuing to voice lead from the third of the chord. So C minor 7 to C sharp diminished 7. We're going at that chord from the flat 3 of the diminished 7 chord there, alright? And the flat 3 in a C sharp diminished is E natural, alright? And from that we've got E natural, which is the flat 3, then we've got flat 5, 7, and then root. So that's a little diminished arpeggio right there, and that is spelling out that. Okay, so the lick in its entirety sounds like this. Okay, and then sped up a little bit. Alright, and then you would typically resolve that. I guess finishing on that C sharp can sound a little bit incomplete. So that's kind of how it works over a 1-6-2-5 in the rhythm changes. Now, like I said, you can use this over any 1-6-2-5. So if you were playing, say, over a jazz blues chord progression, that's a common progression that a lot of people will know. You can use this at the end of it. So if you're just learning a jazz blues progression, you're probably not going to want to be too involved with this, because players don't always reference this turnaround at the end. But the pad I'm talking about, the last 4 bars of a jazz blues progression, we have 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, then 1. Okay, so you could do something. You know, just whatever over the 2 chord, and then you can try and fit that in there to hook your ear back to the 1 chord as the progression turns around. Alright, so that's the lockdown lick of this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to this channel as well. If you click the notification bell, you'll get all the future notifications for new lessons, and good luck with your practicing, and I hope to see you in the next